And welcome back. So,
Aren't you the one I saw running away from that crazy guy? Man, New Atlantis gets crazier by the day.
she's talking about the hunter. Yeah, so we're back, and I read up on it, and apparently Barrett can't give you his mission until you complete Unity. Like, when you discover the secrets of what the artifacts do, that's when Barrett can start giving you his mission. So I'm going to have to complete that.
I'm sure you already know. Only the
Right, I want to keep the regulator. I might have. I've got an idea for that. Why does it keep giving me Makazashi? This A99, I just can't like it. Perhaps the explosive rounds would be better on it, but that can go. Again, A99 can just go. This is a Nova Blast Disruptor that isn't mine. It can go. I have a Nova Blast Disruptor somewhere, which is, there we go. I've modified. So the reason we're here is so we can go see Creeper Aquilus and get rid of this quest out of the way. So hopefully Barrett will give me his quest. And it does sort of line up with my memory of when Barrett gave me his quest in my first game. I got a lot of stuff to sell off. Why did it use my good immobilizer before my bad one? Well, my stolen one, rather. I do not understand this. Did I just literally... What's New Atlantis West End? Where'd that come from?
That neon fella. Nah, I missed it. How'd it go? Don't be nervous.
Oh yeah, I have leveled up pistols to max. I have maxed out particle beams as well by using the Varun weapon, the pistol it's got, and it's got targeting currently going up, so I can shoot without aiming, sort of thing. I've been putting theft points into theft, and nothing's changed here. I got boost assault maxed out. I can't remember if that was maxed out before. I'm on my gateway of planetary habitation. Yeah, so I can get the maximum number of outposts. I discovered you can hack ATMs as well, but there's Keeper Aquilus.
Yes, exactly. It's like
One day House for Room
Hello,
was
Hunter.
up and
when someone
abandoned their
insults
embassy.
you,
No idea why.
Beat the shit out of them sometimes, but you don't.
well, not quite what I was thinking, but that's actually.
Is Keeper Aquilus? Can we have a moment?
Oh, Mateo. It's been too long. How are your parents? Your mother still struggling with that azalea garden?
Oh, we don't know he's a hunter
she
yet.
figured that out a while ago. Had to adjust the pH levels in the soil. But, Keeper, I didn't come to catch up.
Oh, well, what's on both your minds?
We need to talk about the Unity.
Oh, yeah. How humanity comes together. How we are to love each other even as our universe becomes even more complex.
That's not exactly what we mean. Keeper, when you talk about unity, well, does it mean anything else? Something secret?
Perhaps we should talk about this inside.
Yeah, immediately just let's go inside. Nothing wrong there. Well, OBS is still reporting it's sending, so it must just be the YouTube dashboard just being wonky.
Now that we have a little privacy, why don't you tell me exactly what it is that brought you two here?
We were attacked by a group called the Starborn.
We've lost people, Keeper.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. And these Starborn, I take it they're different from the people of the settled systems? There have always been mysteries that seem to defy our understanding of the universe. Beyond rational thought. We enter life as an act of someone else's faith in us. There's no way of knowing who we will become, and yet the risk is made anyway. So you've pushed into the unknown, not knowing where it would take you. And it's brought you here.
I know it's a stretch, but we hope you can help us.
I think I can. If you're willing to find your way in the dark for a bit longer, I can give you a path of discovering its meaning. There's an old story, far older than the Sanctum Universum, of someone who walked the settled systems and saw every corner of it. This pilgrim claimed he found the true meaning of unity. I always thought of it as just a parable for trying to bring humanity together, but maybe it's more.
Let's hear the story then. There must be more to it. Maybe this pilgrim was a Starborn?
I'm not sure if he was. But if what you're looking for is connected, then anything might be possible.
Let's hear the story then. There must be more to it.
In my story, the pilgrim met the founders of the House of Enlightenment and the enigmatic cult of the Varun. And he gave them each a part of the truth. Then he goes to his final resting place to live out the rest of his days in contemplation of infinitum addendum, his addition or contribution to the infinite. But what if the story isn't a metaphor, but a code? A way of finding the pilgrim again, or at least his grave.
Infinitum addendum, that's a very odd saying, very specific.
Yes, something must be there. I just can't put my finger on it.
I just can't put my
Maybe
finger on
the
if he's a
answer will
Starborn or
become
not.
clear when we have more. The House of Enlightenment and Varun have versions of this story.
Fine, I'll talk to him. If you already talked to him, why send me?
Because I wasn't looking to find unity in the same sense you are. A fresh set of eyes might reveal the truth.
Okay.
The enlightened work out of the well here in New Atlantis, helping the poorest citizens find a better life for themselves. The rune worshippers are more enigmatic, but there is a lone zealot that was captured recently for attacking UC ships. I visited her a couple of times. Hopefully she'll be willing to talk to you as well.
I'll stay here with the Keeper. We need to catch up. And I wouldn't mind asking him a few more questions.
I do generally wonder if he actually is the hunter. I mean, Keeper Aquilus is the hunter. But is this Keeper Aquilus also the hunter of sorts? Has he already handled an artifact? Right, House of Enlightenment is in the well.
We're hiring if you're interested.
Yeah, that'll take you to the spaceport, and this will take you to the well. We'll go down to the well and just go up to the spaceport from the other side of the well.
Problem?
Not really, I got so many med packs that are just falling out my... I need to get some space in my inventory.
We run a number of social programs, from financial aid to food banks. If it's about the financial or food assistance programs, we are backlogged. Don't worry, we're doing everything we can. Oh, we're not. Sorry. Can I help you?
Keeper Aquila sent me, I need to talk about the Pilgrim.
The Unity Pilgrim in particular, if that rings any bells.
Listen, I've talked about this with him a ton of times, and there's no record of a Unity Pilgrim. But since you both insist, our early records are mostly administrative. Humanitarian projects, group counseling notes, charity expenditures. But there is a series of exchanges the founding members recorded in a lot of detail. It's the closest thing I have to what Aquilas is describing.
You talked about this with Keeper Aquilas before?
Yeah, I mean, he's always going on about trying to bring people of all beliefs together. Really wants there to be some shared story or origin. Look, I like the Keeper, but belief is the problem, okay? We don't need a shared narrative or theology. We need to help each other in practical terms.
Alright, let's hear your story then.
A man walks into the first House of Enlightenment. The founding members just call him the Drifter. So they think he's a charity case at first, but no, the Drifter asks them a bunch of questions. If your philosophy is built on an individual's own morality, what about the second person? That second person might disagree. Isn't the problem of two what you're really looking for? And the founders respond, each individual must understand how the second person lifts them up. All of human effort is a story of cooperation pushing us forward. And it kind of goes on like that. He comes back every week for a year. Same conversation every time. Second person this, the problem of two that.
Yeah. I'll say the number two of very passion. What do you mean each individual must understand how the second person lifts them up?
It's part of our core principles. There's no God pushing us to do good for some eternal reward. We have to help each other because we choose to. If no one takes responsibility for making the settled systems better, then we're just leaving it to the tyrants to bully the rest of us.
Well, maybe there's a message hidden in what he's saying.
Honestly, I think the founding members made it all up. There was a little more hesitation being openly atheist in the early days. I think they were experimenting with writing their own scripture. Fortunately, that got abandoned pretty quick. After the records of the Drifter end, you never see anything like it again.
Can you tell me anything else about Unity, what it means?
Besides what the Keeper would say about it? Sounds like a gathering point, or a center.
Of the universe?
Or, in mathematics, it would mean one, like the one, the first at the beginning.
Thank you.
Always happy to help. If you'll excuse me, I've got a lot of aid efforts to coordinate.
No, the Unity is just the center. Spoilers. Let's go see this House Varun representative. I mean, we could always just ask Andrea. Just saying, Andrea would be an option, but I suppose they have to take into account the fact that she's
You know
killable.
I went to chef school? This ain't exactly where I saw myself.
That sounds like an arrow to the knee. Oh, hi. I wasn't planning on stealing that security card. Hello.
A visitor? I have all the company I need.
I know you've talked to Keeper Aquilas about the Varun faith.
He knows not the truth. He sends another to ask more incessant questions.
He sent both of us to ask more incessant questions, actually.
The Great Serpent waits in the shadows. He will entwine the universe, and all but the faithful will be made as dust. That is the truth. No more, no less.
Keeper Aquilas spoke of a pilgrim. I need to know more about him.
You don't need to tell us. We just figured it would be better to ask you directly than to take a second-hand account of your words.
Yes, I have spoken to your keeper about this. I will tell you what I told him, and then you will leave me. Jinan Varun meets the unbeliever. He gives false prophecy to Jinan. But such is Jinan's conviction in the Great Serpent, he does not hesitate. He cuts the unbeliever down. But the unbeliever returns. Jinan realizes the Great Serpent is testing him, and he will not be found wanting. 4 times they fight. Over 120 rotations of the planet they are on. Remember these 4 battles, Jinan, the unbeliever says. Remember these 120 rotations. But Jinan knows this is blasphemy, and delivers the killing blow. That is all.
I need to know the meaning of a word, unity.
I have heard of no such thing. If it exists, it is a shadow that the Great Serpent casts to deceive the faithless.
I think I understand.
Then we are done. Leave me.
Very well. The second
Another day.
second planet of Indum at 4/120. Sorry, spoilers. Not sorry. Sorry, not sorry for the spoilers. Not residential, we want... Not mast. Hey, why is that New Atlantis West End? Where did that marker come from? Seriously, where did that... I've never seen that marker before. Where the fuck did that come from? Why? Because it's literally, right, like 30 meters away from the, like, marker there. It bears no relevance whatsoever. And I've never seen it before, so it must have been added by a recent update. And believe me, I've been in and out of bloody New Atlantis a lot. Okay, yeah, plane just not allowed to get into the embassy. I was wondering, because you actually have to go in there as part of the quest line. What should we be doing later? Well, fucking Delgado sits on that planet freezing his arse off waiting for us. We're like, fuck you, we're going to look for Unity, because I want Barrett's quest to get his power.
Well, you're back. What did you learn? Was there something hidden in their stories, like we thought?
The Enlightened story used the word second in 2.
Planets are often named by number. That second might mean the second planet in the system.
Yeah,
What
he's
else did you
awfully... He's awfully knowledgeable about something he shouldn't know about. Unless he's he knows what's going on. And I know Aquilas is the hunter, but he's not. Whether this Aquilas is the hunter or not, or a hunter, is a different story. The Lighting story is second to it. I spoke to the Varan Zealot. She said Jinan fought 4 times over 120 days.
If there really is a location the Pilgrim wanted us to find, those do sound awfully like coordinates.
And I half believe that he's a
Was there
Pilgrim.
anything else?
In your story, the Pilgrim contemplates infinitum addendum. That must mean something.
Yes. What he added to infinity. Maybe that points to a name. If we're looking for his resting place, we'd need to know the name of the star
Endum.
system, wouldn't we? Let's see.
Endum 2 at 4.12,
We have
120.
something that could be coordinates. Something that could point to a planet in the system. But what's the name of the system? Infinitum addendum. What if we break down the parts? No systems named finite or add. That just leaves in and dumb. Well, that's certainly how I feel.
Next planet I find, I'm naming Dum Dum. What do you think?
Well, I suppose that'll make someone laugh.
Indum, that's the name of our star system.
Yes, that's it. The second planet in Indum. At 4 and 120. That's where you'll find the Pilgrim's resting place.
Yeah,
And from there, before you go, you've now spoken to many different perspectives in our universe. In a way, you'll be carrying their philosophies with you on this journey. I know you're looking for a specific unity, but if you had to guess what it was, what interpretation would you give it?
It's just a word, and I need to take responsibility for finding it, not pray.
And once you know, what will you do? Even the most objective scientist holds the belief that observation itself will be of benefit to humanity. You will be taking a similar part of yourself with you when you find the answer. Will that not color your perception of it?
That doesn't give me license to define unity beforehand. How is talking about unknown supposed to help?
When one is lost, looking inward can help show the way.
Anyway, it doesn't give me license to define the unity beforehand.
So you're committed to keeping yourself from seeing unity as anything other than a rational objective. A goal you're bound to reach.
And you're committed to creating an arbitrary definition of the unity based on what? Dreams? Vague feelings?
Well, I won't keep you any longer. This has been fun, I have to admit. Go, find your truth.
Yeah, he is the Pilgrim. Yeah, from what I can tell, he is actually the Pilgrim. But he's also the Hunter. And I'll have to explain that after we find out what the Pilgrim is. Because we need to read his writings at his, to know why I think he's the Pilgrim. It's really...
Exactly as we left it, right? Right.
I think I've scanned this planet before. Or at least been in the Endum system before. There's a Pilgrim's Rest. I wonder if you could actually land in one of the prefabricated areas if you knew the exact coordinates of it.
I think the site is clear.
Before you get the coordinates, could you land there, sort of thing. Because these are, all these ones like this, the Pilgrim's Rest, are handcrafted areas. The rest of them are all just procedurally generated. I fucking hate those toad faces. There you go, I scanned that one. Oh, did you not die the first time? Oh, is it two different ones I've been shooting?
Time to shine.
I'm just adding on to my... Right. And I also want to get more powers, so I am going to advance this a bit more so we can find more parts. Right, here we go. Pilgrim's Rest. And we'll explore this in the next
abandoned
episode.
homestead is actually rather charming.
Yeah, so we'll continue this in the next episode. And we'll see you